This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let me ask you about later this night. We talked a little bit earlier about how they're going to do this experiment where they're going to sell out the Charlotte Coliseum, but also run closed circuits, if you will, to Charlotte Park Center and the Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium. I found in my research that Misty Blue and Linda Dallas was the opening match. Didn't you say there was something about those ladies before?
Yeah, there's Jackie Crockett told me about this. That Misty Blue and Kat LaRue, I don't know about Linda Dallas. They also did some porn. As a matter of fact, Jackie told me back then, he said, they've done some porn. I said, yeah. He said, yeah, let me show it to you. And we were back in the office one day and I watched it. And so I'm sure you can find it. I know you can find it, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere.
Hell of a hand?
A couple of real good hands.
Okay. Well, here's the reason I bring this up. You were the ring announcer. Did you remember that? Later this day, on April 12th, 1986, at the Charlotte Coliseum, you're the ring announcer for the show.
Well, there you go.
It's Misty Blue versus Linda Dallas, Jimmy Garvin versus Italian Stallion, Annie Fernandez versus Tony Khan's Uncle Tejo, Ricky Morton and the Rock and Roll Express. Of course, him and Robert Gibson are going to take on Bobby and Dennis. It's a non-title match, and they've got a Jim Cornette in a cage. You also got Ron Garvin wrestling Arn Anderson, Magnum TA working with Nikita Koloff, and then it looks like there's a finish there, but there's a little controversy. And Dusty and Wahoo will take on Flair and Tully Blanchard in a lights out bull rope / Indian strap match. So gimmicks on gimmicks on gimmicks. You were the ring announcer. Talk to us about how that would have came to be.
I don't know, ring announcer.
Now coming to the ring. Like, I didn't remember you doing a lot of that. So it stuck out like a sore thumb, you motherfucker, you.
Well, I do know that.
Just say words, Tony. Just any
comment. I don't know what you're at.
How often did you do ring announcing? Where was Truck and Tom Miller? Why did they not have a normal ring announcer there?
Okay.
Something you did because it was in Charlotte and you just wanted to get the fuck away from Lois. Like, just anything, just flowery. I feel like we're in a goddamn deposition right now, Tony. Here's a pro tip. When Bruce Pritchard doesn't know, he makes it up.
Okay.
Try that.
All right. I think I was the regular ring announcer for Charlotte by that time.
Okay.
There was a guy named CJ Underwood who was a TV personality, WBTV in Charlotte. And he was the ring announcer. And I've told the story about how I replaced him that day when he didn't show up. And as we moved on in time, I kind of became the Charlotte ring announcer. I did a lot of ring announcing, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I enjoyed ring announcing probably better than I enjoyed being on TV because it was such a relaxed atmosphere. And, especially when we were like out West, I could get away with a lot of shit. Misty Blue and Kat and Linda Dallas, but especially Misty and Kat would do this thing where they would battle over to where I was sitting. Cause we would sit right at a real small table at ringside, and Kat would stick her ass between the ropes, the bottom rope and the middle rope. And Misty would pull on her ass and give her a wedgie right in front of my face. They do that spot all the time. And people at ringside go, oh, Schiavone, oh. And I go, yeah. But I loved ring announcing. I loved because there was one time we were in, I think we were in Saginaw, Michigan. And I don't know what I did. I can't remember. It was a Ric Flair match or the introduction or something. And I said something during Rick's introduction. Whatever I said must have rubbed Rick the wrong way, or maybe he was just busting my chops. I don't know. And he took off his robe. I got out of the ring and I sat down in my seat, and he handed his robe off and he stuck his head through the ropes. He said, "You're the worst fucking ring announcer of all time." I said, fuck you, get in and give us a good match. And I don't know how many people heard that at ringside, but that was an exchange that we had. And that was, I could really be the real Tony Schiavone that I really wasn't there. And I loved it, man. I just loved it. I love cutting time. I love shaving time off matches. I love doing that. Just a lot of fun. Well, by the way, I noticed that Eastern Airlines was very prominent in this show. Dusty had it on his T-shirt. Ronnie Garvin had it on his hat.
Really getting a sponsorship somewhere.
Yeah, I think Eastern is back. I'm not sure. They were at one time, right before the pandemic. They may have closed their doors again. But Eastern Airlines was a good airline, man. We flew Eastern a lot. There was the one that I talk about so much is the 11:15 or the 11:45 flight from Atlanta to Charlotte that we all tried to get on after the Omni.
They're back, by the way.
Good. That's good, because they were a great airline. And I hate to see them. I mean, back then it was Delta, Eastern, and Piedmont. That was another airline we flew a lot as well.
Here in America, they go to Boston, New York, Miami, and Philadelphia. But you can also go to Ecuador, the Dominican Republic, Paraguay, and Nicaragua.
Okay, so I'll pass on that until the pandemic.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.